What's up, you freaking geniuses? So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to find the average speed over an interval using a given function. All right, so the formula to find the average speed of a function is right here. So the average speed is equal to s of t sub 2 minus s of t sub 1 all over t sub 2 minus t sub 1, where t sub 1 and t sub 2, those are just the times that you're given. So here for this problem, we're given that t1 is equal to 4 seconds, and t2 is equal to 9 seconds, right? And the function that we're going to use for this example is right here. So we're going to have s of t is equal to 20 times t raised to the 3 halves. Okay, so for this problem, the first thing that we have to do to find the average speed is simply find s of t sub 2 and s of t sub 1. Okay, so let's first start with s of t sub 1. All right, so we're going to find s of t sub 1. Now, what is t sub 1 in our problem? Well, here it tells us that it's 4 seconds, right? So we're going to plug in the 4 right here for t sub 1. So we're going to have s of 4. So what we're doing here is plugging in a 4 into the function, all right? So wherever we have a t, we're going to plug in a 4. So then here in the function, well, we only have a single t, right? Just this one right here. So we're just going to plug in a 4 right there for t. Okay, so here s of 4 is going to be equal to 20 times t, which again is going to be a 4, and that's raised to the 3 halves, all right? So now we just have to evaluate this. So whenever you have a number raised to a fractional exponent, the way that you solve that is by first looking at the number in the bottom, the numerator, all right? This tells you what kind of radical you have. So if it's a square root, a cube root, a fourth root, a fifth root. In this case, we have a 2. So a 2 means it's a square root. So we're going to take the square root of this number right here. So we're going to take the square root of whatever number we have here, so that's a 4. All right. Now, we're going to put that in parentheses. And now what happened with the number in the numerator? Well, that stays out here as just a regular exponent. So there's still just this 3 out here. And sorry, let me move this equal sign over a little bit. All right, equal, because as you can see, we forgot, well, not we, I forgot the 20. So let's put that 20 right there, all right? So we have 20 times the square root of 4 cubed. Okay, so this is going to be equal to 20 times, and then here, the square root of 4 is equal to 2, right? So here we really have 2 cubed. Okay, so then 2 cubed, that's equal to 8. So here we get 20 times 8. And that's equal to 160. Okay, so s of t sub 1 is equal to 160. So we're going to plug in 160 right there in the formula. Now we need to just find s of t sub 2, right? So f of t sub 2. Now in this problem, we're given that t sub 2 is equal to 9, right? So this time we're going to plug in a 9 right here for t. So then we're going to have s of t sub 2, which again we said was 9. So then this is going to be equal to 20, right? 20 times t raised to the 3 halves. So this time we're going to have 9 raised to the 3 halves. So then this is going to be equal to 20, right? And then 9 raised to the 3 halves, like we said, the denominator tells us what kind of root we have. So we're going to have the square root of 9 this time, okay? So then here in parentheses, we're going to have the square root of 9, and then this numerator, this 3, just sticks out here on top as just a regular exponent, just a 3. All right, so then this is going to be equal to 20, and the square root of 9, that's equal to 3, right? So then here we're going to get 3, and it's cubed. So then that's equal to 20 times 3 cubed, which is equal to 27, and 20 times 27 is equal to, well, 2 times 27 is equal to 54, and then if we just tack on a 0, that's 540, right? So then here we get 540, all right? So s of t sub 2 is equal to 540, all right? And then the last thing we need to plug into our formula to find the average speed is t sub 2 and t sub 1, right? So those are just given, right? T sub 1 is equal to 4, so we're going to plug in a 4 right there, and t sub 2 is equal to 9, so we're going to plug in a 9 right there. Right, so let's write it down here. So the average speed is going to be equal to 540 minus 160 all over 9 minus 4. So on top, we're going to get 380, and on the bottom we get 5, and 380 divided by 5 is equal to 76. All right, Now, normally you're going to be given units with your problem, whether that's feet per second, meters per second, miles per hour, whatever. Just make sure you attach those units at the very end. Here, I'm just going to say we have feet per second. Boom. So if you found the video helpful, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below.